David,
Oh yeah.
pleasure to meet you.
Okay, sorry, just a quick update. I'm editing this here. Before we get started, I keep on looking at my phone in this interview, right? I'm not disrespecting David. I had like 30 questions on my phone, and my fucking phone kept on turning off. It was so fucking annoying. So, yeah, no, I'm not like. Probably this was back in like April or something. I wasn't the best interviewer of all time at the time, so forgive me. But like if you've 30 questions, you're with your absolute idol, and your phone keeps on turning off. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be arrogant or rude or ignorant to what David is. I've the height respect for him. So apologies that I am looking at my phone. All right.
We're here ahead of the launch of the All Ireland Football Championship with Super Value, ahead of their Community Includes Everybody campaign. I'm lucky to be joined by. It's probably the first time you've ever been in a room where you're not the best footballer, I'd like to say, is it? Look, we won't get into that. I'm going to ask you probably the least serious questions.
Okay, that's good.
You'll ever hear. I was in the room with you there when you were asked, so I'll try and avoid some of the outlandish questions, I'll say.
That's fair enough.
We've seen the likes of Rory Beggan, Charlie Smith, and the lads kind of go through the IPP pathway programme. I was lucky enough to get the kick with the lads, who's some experience. You were there with the Pittsburgh Steelers there last week, was it?
I wasn't there, no.
Or wasn't? Oh, sorry, the thing with some company you did.
Oh, we did a thing with the Georgia Tech lads in Killarney last year. Exactly, yeah, with David Shanahan as a punter for Georgia Tech, who would have played Kerry Minor, Castle Island a couple of years below me. So yeah, that was cool, right?
And the question has to be asked: would you back yourself, goal kicker, or whether that's?
Jesus, I don't know about that. No, I suppose it's not something that I've really thought about, but the skill itself, like you think the punting and the kicking should lend itself to Gaelic footballers and rugby players, but I don't know. Would I be at that level? I don't know.
No. I know, hypothetically now, in the morning you have to go off to NFL. What position are you playing? That's a question.
I suppose you'd have to go with the punter, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not goal kicker, no, or wide receiver?
Less punting, like, less pressure with the punting, I'd say.
And now onto another kind of avoiding GA question here. We saw you last year in the Dare. No, it wasn't a Dare. It was it there?
K Club.
Yeah, the K Club, sorry, for the Irish Open. We saw you land at 10 inches from the hole in the 16th, I think it was. Did you back yourself golf? Is this something you've been hiding from us now?
No, I'm a bang average golfer. I think I'm off about 12. So it was. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I'd say if I was still there, I wouldn't hit it again. But it was nice. I actually ended up leaving the eagle putt short then, so it's typical really of my game.
And you're not on social media per se. Obviously, you've probably a few accounts, but you don't have a presence. Is that on purpose now? Because obviously that clip went mega viral. Like,
yeah, I have had a Twitter account that I used to use a bit one time. More so was for checking results of other games and stuff like that. I suppose I never really bothered with it, yeah. And then sure, it was kind of gone to the stage then where I was kind of doing okay without it. Obviously, you miss out on a bit of promotional stuff or whatever, but I'm okay with that. So it's nearly just at this stage now. I suppose it's gone on for so long where I don't have it that I don't really miss it or I don't really need it. So yeah, I think I just go without it at this stage now.
And obviously, once again, staying away from sports, we've seen the likes of Robbie Finnerty and doing celebrations there at the weekend for scoring a goal against Sligo. Is there a celebration you'd like to do? Obviously, we've seen you do the "I'm right here, I'm right now." But
yeah. It generally tends to happen to me. Just the second the ball hits the net, anything could happen. You don't really know. I suppose if you had a trademark celebration, it'd be nice, but I don't think I even score enough goals to have that. So,
yeah, bring it in.
I could bring it in. I'll have to get a new celebration. Ogie might pick one out for me, and then I'll go with that.
And I know I said just inside, but is it something that's in the back of your mind? Play with Ogie in a few years, try and play it together.
I'm not sure. Depends where we end up living, I suppose. If we end up living in Fossa and he's playing with Fossa, then I'd like to try it, but I don't think I'll be transferring to Kilcummin if he's playing with Kilcummin either. So we'll see. That'd be cool to play with him. Whether or not the body will hold up.
Be a full forward now, or
oh jeez, it's very early days for the poor man yet. There's awful pressure being heaped on him.
That's it. So
if he wants to be a golfer, whatever he wants to be, we'll back him.
That's the way to be. Your goal against Monaghan in 2018, is that the best goal you've scored, do you think? It's obviously first year in the
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Again, like, I suppose just football is so instinctive, like, you probably never even take on a shot from there, like, it kept us in the championship at the time. We ended up still going out a week later. But yeah, it was an unbelievable feeling at the time. There was a sense that Monaghan were probably a bit better than us on the day, so to get out of there with a draw was a sense that we kind of nearly stole it in a way, which is always nice. Yeah, I suppose it'd definitely be up there. There was an unbelievable atmosphere in Clonus that day, and as you said, it being your first season and everything, it definitely stands out. Yeah.
It's like drum with no sides.
Yeah.
It's a hard bet. I just had one there now. Any players from any other sport that you like to look at yourself as inspiration?
I wouldn't even say inspiration, but just fellas that I would admire or looked up to. I started supporting Celtic when Nakamura was their right winger, left-footed fella, a Japanese player. He scored a couple of free kicks against United when I started watching them first. I actually got to go over to Celtic then one time, and he scored a hat-trick, so he was a legend forevermore in my eyes. Who else? I suppose I've always been a big Ronnie O'Sullivan fan in the snooker. Just easy to watch and easy on the eye. And I suppose then, what else is there? A couple of the Irish golfers, Lowry and the lads maybe. Padraig Harrington when he was going well. So yeah, they probably be the main ones. Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. You won the Junior All Ireland with Fossa. I'd ask you about tactics and this, that, the other, but I'm going to go, how were the celebrations?
Unbelievable, yeah. Like being on the road with Fossa and everyone from Fossa playing games outside of the county. You know, we had our banquet in the Louis Fitzgerald and the bus down and the homecoming and all that. You'll never forget it. It was unbelievable.
How many days?
Jesus. What was it? Game was. Yeah, we got to the Wednesday anyway. Took a couple of days off, and then there was one of the lads' stag party was on again the week after, so we had to go again.
Double down on it.
yeah, that was brilliant.
Well, some people might say nepotism now, but playing with your brother on the pitch, if you look up and you have the ball, do you look for him, or do you obviously have like Shawnee O'Shea inside and
yeah,
the talent you have inside, but seeing your brother on the pitch surely is,
it's nearly always the other way around. He's nearly always finding me. No, look, I suppose if you always try and give the ball to the person in the right position. I suppose we've played so much football together that you'll be obviously familiar with what move each other are going to make or whatever. But yeah, sure. While obviously we're brothers, if we don't give each other the ball, you're going to let him know about it, regardless whether it's your brother or not. So yeah. Some people can be surprised at that at times, but.
Yeah. Now, I have a bit of an outside one for you.
Right.
This one is aimed at me. Now, I know we've met each other, 5 minutes ago? Do you reckon I could run a marathon without training? I've played rugby and GAA my whole life. Now, that's Junior B. Confi, we won last night against Clough-Rinka. So.
Good job. Yeah, I couldn't see why not. You have that kind of runner's physique, lean and not carrying. You don't look to be carrying too much weight, so I'd say you'd have no problem with it. Yeah.
You're flattering me now, man. Yeah, and then lastly, so you're backing me to run a marathon?
Yeah, I am.
It's going absolutely ever. Sound for that, David. And lastly, probably more serious one, but I do have to ask you a serious one eventually. All Ireland this year. How do you find yourself? How do you?
Yeah, look, we'll see. I suppose I know it's the cliched answer, but you don't really put too much focus on it. You can't be going through the whole season thinking about winning the All Ireland because there's so many hoops you have to jump through before that. So look, we're happy enough with how we're training. We're training very hard, and we will see as the year goes on. But sure, look, with Kerry, we'll always have our goal being to win the All Ireland. Yeah. Yep.
And sorry, I did forget one question now. Not so serious. If you had to fight one Paddy Clifford-sized duck, or 20 duck-sized Paddy Cliffords, which one would you choose? I asked this everyone in the interview now.
Go on. So one Paddy Clifford-sized duck,
or 20 duck-sized Paddy Cliffords. I asked you Keenan there last week. So.
Go for the second one.
Yeah, 20 duck-sized.
20 duck-sized Paddy Cliffords. Yeah.
Yes.
They'd make a lot of noise, but they wouldn't do much damage. I don't think.
Interviews are gone to fuck. David, thanks very much.
Cheers. Thanks.